What's going on, everybody? Well, the old parts caster's still hanging on the wall, and I decided to just not do anything with it. I had a friend who was looking for a blues guitar, and he didn't have a whole lot of money, so I thought, you know what, I'll just take that, put it back together. It has really great pickups on it. You know, there's some things that could be adjusted on it. It plays good enough. There's some things that could be improved on it, but you know, it's a $50 guitar. So I had a friend who was looking for a guitar, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll just sell this one, because I got into inside of it, and I began to look at it, and I would have to do a lot of work to the body of the guitar to put other humbuckers in it, because the way that the cavity was routed in the body, it wasn't correct. It wasn't the way that I think Fender normally does it. I think that because it was a cheap Squier and it was made in China, that maybe, I don't know, some communication breakdown, but the body was not routed correctly, so that whenever I put the new pick guard on it, there was a little bit of the body sticking. It was too far back, and that just, taking wood out of the cavity of the body to put a pickup in a $50 guitar is just not worth it. So I went ahead and fixed it up and called my friend, and he's going to come over tomorrow and take a look at it. However, it is a great guitar. I mean, I'll pull it down for you. It's a good beginner's guitar, you know. There's nothing wrong with it. I went ahead and adjusted the intonation on it. I put the pick guard back on it. The wiring was all messed up. It was all wrong. And so once I got that correct, put a new tone cap on it correctly, made sure the 5-way was wired up correctly, adjusted the action, adjusted the truss rod, got the action nice and low. It's a little twangy, of course, but you know, it's a Fender and it's $50. Oh, shit. So you know, I'll hook it up and play it a little bit. But Starcaster, in my opinion, really, if you're gonna spend money on a guitar, just get, I mean, I can't stress it enough, your first guitar is so important that you pick a good one. And if you're on a budget, I understand Starcaster, I understand it, this one right here, but I would much rather go for a much better Squier guitar, probably like a standard or a deluxe, or maybe in like a reissue Squier, the new ones that they have out, a modified Squier. You know, it's just, I don't know, it's just, it's hard to say. It's hard for me to explain. I don't want to talk bad about the guitar, but in the long run, you're gonna regret buying a guitar like this, because it's gonna give you more problems. It took me a long time to get it in tune. It took me forever to keep it in tune. It took me a long time to get the intonation correct on it, and I don't know why. And when a guitar does that, and you don't know why it's doing something, and you're doing everything correct that you've known to do over the years to get a guitar to work correctly, and it's still not doing it, something's wrong, man. So would I recommend this guitar if you're on a budget? Yes, definitely. But if you got a little more money to spend, definitely go with like a Squier Standard or a Squier Deluxe, or a, you know, reissue 70s vibe Stratocaster, or any of the reissue Telecaster Squiers. They're all really much better, higher quality instruments. You know, and I mean, even the bullet that I bought for $80 plays better than this one. So I don't know, man. I'm really up in the air. But I've fixed it up. I got it working correctly. I'm gonna go ahead and just get my money back on it and sell it to my friend for $50. And it plays great now that I've made it play great. But when I first got it, it was in pretty bad shape. So. was saying, not a bad guitar, but for the amount of work that I would have to do to fix it up to the point where I want it, it's just too much. And so, of course, my friend wants it, so he's going to give me what I paid for it. So, all in all, it's not a loss. Not a bad guitar, but it's not a great guitar either. So, that's my review for the Fender Starcaster Strat guitar. So, thanks everybody. Have a good night.